Hello and welcome. We're excited to share some fantastic info about the Utah Housing's Crown Program. Whether you're someone looking for an affordable place to live or just curious about affordable housing options, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll be diving into the ins and outs of the Crown Program. We'll cover everything from what the program is, the benefits, who can participate, and specific details that makes it a great option for those looking to own a home in the future. So, let's jump right in. First things first, what is Crown? The Crown Program was created by Utah Housing in 1993 to help individuals with lower incomes rent a home for 15 years with the ultimate goal of buying it. This program is a fantastic way to live in a newer home, pay lower rent, and save money for a down payment. After the homes have been rented for 15 years, tenants can purchase them at a very affordable price. Here's the best part. Even as your income increases, you can still stay in the program. And get this, Utah Housing has already built over 500 Crown homes across 22 counties in Utah, and over 210 of those homes have already been sold after the 15 years. Now, what do you think of when you hear affordable housing? You might picture apartments, maybe small, older homes, right? But Crown homes are actually single-family houses, and they're built to really high standards for comfort and quality. No cramped apartments here. Crown homes are typically between 1,250 and 1,500 square feet, and the lots they're built on, they're generally a quarter of an acre, so there's plenty of space for outdoor living. Speaking of homes, let's look at some of the specifics. Most Crown homes have 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a 2-car garage or carport. So whether you've got a growing family or just need some extra space, these homes are perfect. All our homes are designed to be energy efficient, keeping electricity bills low, always a plus. Plus, they're equipped with Energy Star appliances, including the fridge and stove. The only thing you'll need to bring is a washing machine and dryer. Now, let's get into what makes Crown homes feel extra cozy. They come with central air conditioning and heating, a laundry room, and best of all, they're already landscaped, so the yard is ready for you to enjoy. So wherever your Crown home is, you'll have all the comforts of a modern home without breaking the bank. Of course, the Crown Program wouldn't be successful without some key partners. Utah Housing is the creator of the program, helping to build and, along with project investors, finance the homes. Each project is owned by a single-purpose LLC that receives federal tax credits, which is key in making the homes affordable. And let's not forget the property manager. This is the group hired by the project owner to work directly with tenants, handling rent collection and maintenance. Often, this is the local housing authority. It's a real team effort. So, what are the benefits of participating in the Crown Program? Well, for starters, because Crown homes are built to be affordable, there is a deed restriction on the homes that requires rents to remain affordable for 15 years. Additionally, each month a small portion of your rent goes into a special account for home maintenance. That money is held by the property manager and can be used for things like yard care, small repairs, or even towards a future down payment to buy the house after 15 years. If you decide to leave the program before buying the house, you can get that money back along with your deposit as long as you leave the home in good condition. Pretty great, right? But that's not all. The program also gives you time to build your own income, improve your credit score, and save for that all-important down payment. And here's a unique benefit. Crown participants earn something called occupancy credit. If you buy the home, you earn occupancy credit for every year you've lived in the home. That occupancy credit allows you to earn up to 3% of any available appreciation occurring during the 15-year rental period. To explain it another way, if the house's value increases over time and you purchase the Crown home, you're eligible to earn up to 3% of the home's appreciation during the 15-year rental period. If you haven't rented the home for a full 15 years at the time of purchase, you might still get some credit, just not as much. But if you leave before you purchase, you'll lose that credit. Let's talk more about the tenant occupancy credit. It's a pretty unique way for tenants to benefit from the home's appreciation over time. And we want to break it down so it's crystal clear. First things first, let's talk about the basic concept. If you're a tenant in the Crown program and you're 18 or older by the end of the 15-year rental period, you actually have the option to purchase your Crown home for an affordable purchase price. This is where it gets interesting. When you decide to buy the home, not only do you get the benefit of an affordable purchase price, you get to benefit from the occupancy credit you've earned during your time as a renter. As a renter, you earn 1/15 occupancy credit for each year you rent the home, and if you haven't rented your home for a full 15 years at the time of purchase, you can continue earning occupancy credit up until you reach 15 years in the home. What this means is if you buy your Crown home and then later sell it, you get a prorated portion of the available appreciation depending on how long you lived in the home. For example, if you've lived in the Crown home for 15 years, at the time you sell the home, you would get 15/15 or 100% of the available appreciation in the Crown home. Alternatively, if you've only lived in the Crown home for, let's say, 10 years, you would be entitled to 10/15 or 67% of the available appreciation in the Crown home. Basically, the longer you stay, the more credit you build. Pretty cool, right? Now, let's break down home appreciation. Home appreciation is simply the increase in a property's value over time. For example, if the Crown home you're renting had a fair market value of $300,000 when it was first built, and then 15 years later has a fair market value of $580,000, the home would have appreciated by $280,000, or about 4.5% per year over 15 years. As a tenant, you can benefit from the Crown home's appreciation during your rental period. However, the amount of appreciation you may earn is capped at 3%. Using the same example as before and the tenant appreciation cap formula shown below, we see the amount of appreciation available to you as a tenant is $167,000, or 3%, assuming you had earned 100% of your occupancy credit. So, what if you haven't earned 100% of your occupancy credit by living in the home for 15 years? Using the same example, if you've only lived in your Crown home for only 10 years at the time of purchase, then you would be eligible to earn 10/15 or 67% of the $167,000 in available equity, or $111,890. However, keep in mind that if you remain in the home for another 5 years after you purchase your Crown home and get to a full 15 years of occupancy, you can earn 15/15 or 100% of that $167,000 plus 100% of any future appreciation. As a quick note, this math is illustrative. Future appreciation is not guaranteed, housing markets can fluctuate, and real-world outcomes may differ from these projections. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, how much will I have to pay for my Crown home? When you move into a Crown home, we establish a maximum purchase price upfront. That's the highest amount you will ever have to pay to purchase the Crown home. Here's how it works. 1. Your maximum purchase price is set at the beginning of your lease. This amount will be disclosed in your initial lease documents. 2. When it's time to buy the Crown home, we look at current interest rates, taxes, and insurance costs. This info will be used to make sure the maximum purchase price is affordable. In some cases, the final purchase price may be lower than the maximum purchase price, but rest assured, you'll never pay more than the maximum purchase price established when you sign your initial lease. So, whether you're a long-term renter or someone who participates in the Crown program later in the 15-year cycle, you can benefit from the Crown home's affordable purchase price and Crown Home Appreciation through occupancy credit. All right, so let's talk about what's required to be part of the program. Because Crown is part of the federal tax credit program, you must meet income guidelines, which means your income needs to be at or below a certain level when you enter the program. If your income goes up after you move in, that's okay. You just need to income qualify to enter the program. You'll also need to sign a lease that outlines what you can and can't do in the home. Also, inspections and income certifications will be required every year that you're renting the home. Here's an important note. You need to pay a deposit, usually equal to 1 month's rent, when you move in. And tenants are responsible for basic home maintenance, like yard work and changing furnace filters. But there are a few things you won't be able to do. No pets are allowed unless it's a service animal. And things like trampolines or swimming pools aren't permitted either. Running a business from the house, that's not allowed. Though some small businesses might be okay. Oh, and if you want to make any changes to the home, like painting, you'll need to get permission first from the property manager. Now, if you're interested in applying for the Crown program, the first step is to contact the property manager. When you apply, you'll need to complete an application and provide information about your income. Be sure to include all sources of income, or you may become ineligible for the program. Keep in mind, some types of income, like food stamps or birthday money, don't count towards your total income for the program. Your application will also include a background check, and you may have the opportunity to take a homeownership course before getting started. That's a wrap on our overview of the Crown program. We hope this helps you understand how this program could be a great option for anyone looking to rent with the potential to own their home in the future. For more information, please contact the property manager.